brought the Turks of Jerusalem. What?
Or himself will give you a sign. Good job. Do you know what that says? Welcome to our homeschool. We are in the midst of cycle 2 of classical conversations right now. And in this video, I want to share with you some simple Christmas traditions we have and how we review what we've learned over winter break. Are you also going to test the patience of my God? The Lord himself will give you a sign. This year, I really wanted to keep it simple and just focus on reading through the Nativity story to my kids through the month of December. And I made a little Christmas activity book that they could work through as I read to them.
It means trust in the Lord.
That's a good guess, yeah. He will still be very young when he can decide between right and wrong. This morning, we read a passage from Isaiah 7, and we learned what Emmanuel actually means. So we're going to find out what Emmanuel means. We want to write, and you can do this too. You totally know how to do this. We're going to write the first letter of each of these animals and it's going to help us figure out what Emmanuel means. Okay? What does goat start with? We want to write it right here. Go, go, go. Good job! What is that second thing? What's that? My girls had a lot of fun decoding that Emmanuel means God with us. And I'm excited to continue using this with my girls throughout the month of December to help them understand more about Jesus and his birth and what Christmas is all about. So if you want this activity book to use with your kids as well this season, it is free on my blog. I will link below where you can grab one for your family. Hurry, he sent the wise men to see. Well, let's find out. The kings of the Jews, could this baby be? The star from afar would be their one guide. They would travel to Bethlehem on camels they would ride. One Christmas tradition we've done for several years now and my girls love is this book and activity called Star from Afar. So it's a nativity set, a wooden nativity set that's toddler proof and doesn't break easily, so that's good. And it comes with a book and you can read the story as much as you want to your kids. And then at the end of the story, they get to go find the star that you've previously hidden somewhere around the room. Somewhere over there, so you can go find it. Go find it. Where is that star? Where is it? Oh, we got it. See this book, Thanksgiving in the Woods? We haven't read this one yet, have we? When fall winds blow cold and jack-o'-lanterns lose their smiles. So now we are reading a Thanksgiving book, Thanksgiving in the Woods, that I love since Thanksgiving is actually tomorrow when I am recording this. And I love to just find really good picture books, whether it's about Thanksgiving or Christmas or just whatever we're thinking about at that time. I have compiled a list of 30 different Christmas books that we absolutely love as a family, and so I will link those below if you want to just get some good Christmas book ideas. I came from Europe. There were the Wampanoag people, and so they had lived on this land where we live in the United States, but in Massachusetts, for thousands of years. Now I'm sharing with my girls a little bit about the history of Thanksgiving with these Thanksgiving placemats I made. One side is focused on the Wampanoag people and one side is focused on the Pilgrims. I just wanted my girls to understand more about the history of Thanksgiving this year. I know it is past Thanksgiving by the time you're watching this video, but these placemats are in my shop if you want to check them out. I will link them in the description of this video. 48, 56, and 64, 72, 80, 88, and 90. There you go. Four.
There, Mama, look. I didn't even glue it.
4, 8, 12. Good job. 4, 8, 12. Another really fun activity we're doing today, and we did in our community group a couple days ago, are these skip counting pies. They're a great way to review the skip counting your kids have learned so far this year, and they're just festive and a fun way to think about what kind of pies you're excited to eat soon. These are free in my resource library. I will link below where you can grab them if you want to use them over winter break with your kids. the lion-hearted fought the
Richard the
Crusades.
Lion-Hearted fought the Turks of Jerusalem.
For Jerusalem.
For Jerusalem.
What do you think about that?
That's true.
What does the last one say?
Richard the Lion-Hearted lived in the time of Charlemagne.
Do you think they lived during the same period of time?
No.
No. Charlemagne was way before Richard the Lion-Hearted. Good job! One of the main things that we are working through over winter break is the Cycle 2 weeks 1 through 12 review activity book. So I made this to dig deeper and review and connect the concepts that my kids have learned over the past 12 weeks or first semester of Cycle 2. So there are 50 different activities covering all the subjects. So history, science, geography, Latin, English, math, and I put timeline in there too. So my girls have loved working through this so far, and it's been really fun to see all that they've learned and what they remember from the first 12 weeks of Cycle 2. If you are interested in using this with your kids over winter break, I will link it in the description below. One of our favorite Christmas traditions is over the years I have collected a lot of Christmas picture books that my family loves. In the description of this video, I will link a list of my 30 all-time favorite Christmas picture books for kids. We wrap all of these books and put them under the tree. And then each day I let my kids unwrap one or two and we read those that day. And then the next day we do the same thing. This really helps us to enjoy each one of these Christmas books and not just read the same two over and over and over again. We really love this tradition. My girls get so excited to unwrap a Christmas book each morning throughout December. That is Latin. Okay, can you tell me the endings that start with
1, 2, 3, 4. Flat.
Can you read it?
World letters.
World War II leaders. These are a couple other review games we have been enjoying playing. One is a Candyland style memory work board game, which has been really fun. It works for any of the cycles, has all the memory work, and basically each color corresponds with a different subject. So we love playing the Christmas one right now. And the other game you see is called Historopoli. Super fun way to review all the history of Cycle 2, a Monopoly style board game. My girls have wanted to play this so many times already, and it's just a really fun way to review the history. You can grab both of these games from my shop. I will link below, and they're just a really fun way to review what your kids have learned so far. We also love puzzles in our family, and we have been working on this Europe puzzle a lot recently since we are learning about Europe in Cycle 2 this year. I love these geo puzzles. We have an Africa one, a South America one, a United States and Canada one. They're just great, and you can get the ones that go along with the geography your kids are learning about. So highly recommend these if you're looking for a puzzle, and I will link it in my description. Hi, this is Shannon. So that is just a little picture into kind of how our morning goes most days. Today we focused on just enjoying those skip counting pies that I made since Thanksgiving is actually tomorrow. And so we just kind of started getting into Christmas stuff, also thinking lots about Thanksgiving. I wanted to share quick at the end of this video just a few Christmas gift ideas because I know we're all starting to think about that. Maybe you're already done, but in case you're not, I just had a few ideas I wanted to share. So first of all, I'm super excited about this. I got this for my 6-year-old. This is from lulu.com. If you've heard of them, they're a publishing company. I actually use them for some of the activity books in my shop, the ones that are physical copies. So they print and publish books. And they have this for kids where it's a little kit that has all these supplies for kids to write and illustrate their own book, and it has just brainstorming ideas too to give kids ideas of what to write about. And then when they're done, they get to have it published and printed and bound by Lulu. So I'm excited because my 6-year-old girl loves writing books and making little activity books and coloring books. So I'm really excited to let her do kind of more of an official one. So I've written a blog post of just some ideas for Christmas gifts, and I will include this in that if you want to check it out. Also, I wanted to share, this is a Tony box if you haven't heard of this. I am a big fan of these because they're like audiobooks for my kids or music. So during quiet time, my girls each have one, and they have some Tonys that are musical and some that are stories. So like, for example, this is Peter and the Wolf, since we're learning about Peter and the Wolf in music later this year. In every cycle we do that. We don't learn about Peter and the Wolf, but we learn about, the orchestra, and Peter and the Wolf is a great story to help kids understand the different instruments. So they have a Peter and the Wolf Tony, and they have this Maestro Tony that has orchestra music. So both of these go great with the fine arts that we're doing later this year. So I wanted to share those. But also they have these Tonys called Creative Tonys. I didn't bring one down to show you, but you can look them up, Creative Tonys. I'll link them in my post. But I recorded music on them. So you can record whatever you want, whether it's a story or music. And I recorded Steve Green. He has so many great songs that are just Bible verses in a song form. And my daughters love them. So they'll just put them on and listen, and they're listening to scripture in a song during quiet time. So I am a big fan. Also, I love these books, these Cat in the Hat library books. So we've collected several over the years that go with the different cycles of what we're learning. So this obviously cycle 2, learning about space. There's some we got about weather that last year we focused a decent amount on. And then this one's great for any of the cycles, just learning about maps and how to read maps. This one we're going to learn about Industrial Revolution soon. So this is great for the second half of cycle 2. And then this is great for cycle 3, learning about the body. So I just wanted to share, there's so many of these books and they're awesome. They're just super fun and they're full of really good information. So if you're looking for some good books for your kids that relate to what they're learning, those are great. I also mentioned some other fun gift ideas I will link in my blog post that you can check out in the description. And also, please take advantage of this free resource I made. It's great for little kids. It just goes through the nativity story. So it has a Bible story you can read along with a little activity page. So today we actually started it and they learned what Emmanuel means. So there's 12 different activity pages, really simple. I just wanted to do something simple with my girls that would help us be in God's Word and give them a quick, simple activity to do as I read the Bible to them each morning just throughout December. So I will link that below. Check it out. Again, it's free. I just hope you enjoy it if you choose to use it with your kids. Thanks so much for watching. If you are enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos about homeschooling, encouragement, tips, tutor ideas, things like that. Check out my Instagram. I like to post what I do with my kids throughout the week, homeschooling wise. And check out my blog where I have my shop. I have a fun Christmas Candyland style memory work game that we're really enjoying right now. Lots of other resources. And I also have my resource library where you can get stuff for free too. Thanks again for watching. Merry Christmas. Have a great day.